All right, everyone, welcome to another Three Questions. Today, we are lucky to have Gina Sansevero, VP of Marketing and Corporate Communications at AtlasIED, with us. Gina, thank you so much for joining us for Three Questions.
It's my pleasure. I'm really excited about this.
Well, we're excited to have you. ISE is just around the corner, and Atlas IED is once again going to be at the show. Last year, Atlas received several recognitions for some of the products that you guys brought to ISE. How do you guys plan to build on that momentum and respond to that in this year's show?
So this year, we're bringing some of those products back. But one product family in particular that we're bringing back that was awarded Best of Show is our IPX family of IP endpoints. Those endpoints have gone through a major enhancement over the past probably 4 months. And in those 4 months, you're going to be really excited to know that we've added some features that our dealers and our end users, our clients, have been asking for, and that is, anything from being able to change background colors on the LCD screens to, kind of a new type of an audio enhancement. And so when we're saying that we're bringing some of the same products back, they're not the same exact products. They might have the same name on them, but we definitely have been working real hard to address some of the feedback from the field and make our products better over the past year.
So obviously, ISE is a European show, and it's plenty of people from North America attend, but it's mainly for the European market. Why is this important to Atlas IED? How are you guys set up in the European market right now? How do you plan to kind of further expand into that market moving forward?
So ISE is a really great show for us because one of the things it's almost a challenge, right? One of the things that we've noticed in the European theater is that we haven't the brand recognition that others might have. And that's not a bad thing because what we know and what we're able to now voice is you've definitely heard us even if you haven't seen us. So you're going to hear us saying that a lot over the next couple of weeks. You've definitely heard us. You maybe haven't seen us, and that's because we're in well over 50% of the worldwide airports. We are in transit hubs across the globe. You've definitely heard our system. You've definitely heard our GlobalCom EN 5400 product family. You've definitely heard, sometimes people know us just because we have a male and a female voiceover that does a lot of our systems announcements. And people walk through, let's say, in the US, Dallas, DFW, or LaGuardia, and you hear the same woman's voice. Well, that's our voiceover artist and that's our system. Although you won't see Atlas IED anywhere on in those airports, with the exception of the closet, right? So what we're really trying to portray here and how we're really coming to ISE is our systems were designed for mission critical reliability. That's why they're in airports. That's why they're in transit hubs for voice evac, for mass communication, and for paging. Let's talk about what Atlas IED does beyond that.
No, absolutely. And going beyond, globalization is something that Commercial Integrator has really been focusing on with around the show of ISE. And I think the industry as a whole is really seeing the AV industry go a lot more global, where traditionally the US has been a huge market. Asia is rising, Europe is rising. What does that mean for Atlas IED, and how do you guys plan to respond to this increased globalization of the AV industry?
Well, so that's a really great question, and we've seen this with our dealers. Our integrators are increasingly going global, right? And they're through partnerships or through requirements from their clients. Let's see, a JPMC wants to do one of their large offices in India. They're going to call the company that's already, handled a lot of their offices in New York and San Francisco and across the US. So really that globalization has already started. And what Atlas IED is really doing is making sure that we have the certifications and the requirements for the European Union. So they have their own EN certification, just like we have our UL certifications, and we make sure that our products adhere to those requirements. So increasingly, we're submitting for EN approval, and you're going to see a lot more products from us that are the same products that are available in the United States that are going to be EN certified for sale in Europe. So we can have our dealers understand that it's the same quality, the same product, the same specification used globally.
Awesome. Well, I'm sure that everyone will be happy to hear that. Atlas IED products. Make sure if you're at the show that you go and check them out. Do you guys know the booth number? If not, we can make sure we'll put it in the article below this video.
Oh, yes, we know the booth number.
Okay.
It's 7-N190. That's 7-N190 at our stand on Wednesday, February 12th. We're going to be having a reception, so please come by from 4 p.m. until 6 p.m. We would love to meet you and show you a little bit about what we brought.
Well, I encourage everyone to do so. Gina Sansevero with Atlas IED, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me.